Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect. Push this word in truth sincerity. Or this is GMS, Omer 212. LA South Bay. You know, I'm the brother Tawab Khan. To my right is
Brother Yeshua.
The back.
Casadia.
You know, we're the brothers of GMS. You know, the Los Angeles camp. We were just talking about how what's going on in Israel right now. You got certain situations going on. Where Esau is basically getting ready to come down on Israel. Come down on Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're just talking about what's important. The most important factors of being in this truth. And of course, we teach the word. We preach this truth as we should. This is our number one priority. But also the main thing, the Lord is looking at is the character aspect. That's the thing you want to really focus on, being in this truth. Your character, who you are, who you truly are, how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself. Your works. In the midst of the brotherhood. Or can brothers say good things about you? When your name comes up, do you have a good report among the brethren? These are things that us brothers have to really be mindful of, and and really focus on, as far as being in this truth, especially in these coming times. As Esau's trying to get, he's getting ready to try to demonize us and make us look like we're terrorists in the society. So we're gonna go into the scriptures around this, and hopefully this is edifying to you brothers and sisters out there. So without further ado, we're gonna start. Go ahead, bro.
Khan is Proverbs 22:1. It says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold."
Right. So it starts off saying a good name is better than riches. You know what I'm saying? Your name is your reputation. Your name is really who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just like, in order for you to, to build up, trust with individuals, you have to have works, right? You have to have certain characteristics about you that people, see in you that causes them, to trust you with certain responsibilities. Now, the longer you know somebody, the longer you exhibit those characteristics, the more you build up that good name. And that's the thing about being in this word, being in this truth. It ain't about just going out there calling a white man the devil, putting the garment on. This thing is about work. It's about actions. It's about how you is this truth. Changing you, or you becoming that new man, basically. Well,
it says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold."
Right, because ultimately, our actions, our works, that's what's going, that's what the Lord is looking at to save us.
Yeah.
What are the things that you're doing? You know what I'm saying? How are you treating your brother? How you walking in this society? Are you being are you being the nigga? Are you being the demon? When the cameras aren't on, you super duper on Saturday, but or whatever day you go out, but then during the week you complete 180. It's just like the celebrities. You see certain celebrities, movie stars, they might play a modest character in a movie, and then you meet them in real life, they don't exhibit none of those characteristics of that character they play in the movie. They're the complete opposite. They might play a nice guy on TV, but in real life they an asshole. You know, we can't be like that in this truth. You know,
it says the rich and poor meet together. Yahweh is the maker of them all. It says a prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. This is the point I was trying to get to. Is by humility and fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai are riches and honor and life.
Right, and you got to be humble. That's a good quality, a good characteristic to have. Humility, and humility doesn't mean you a pushover. Humility means you don't put yourself above your stature. You don't put yourself above than what you ought to think. You don't think highly of yourself than what you ought to think. You know, you prefer others before yourself. You're not selfish. You know, you think about others before you think about yourself. That's humility. You know, you prefer your brother before yourself. You know, you from the smallest thing to the greatest thing. Go on.
Well, that was it. But I just wanted to say,
yeah, go ahead.
Speaking on the first verse, which says a good name is rather than to be. It says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. A John the Baptist said he didn't have material wealth.
Right.
You know, he was what people would call today like a bum.
Right.
You know, you have other groups that like to, poke fun and say y'all bumalites.
Right.
Y'all ain't got no money. Y'all ain't got this. Y'all ain't got that. Hey, but that don't matter. Hey, nobody can say that. I'm speaking from the apostles, elders on down, that the men of Great Millstone ain't putting in work.
Right.
You can't deny that.
That's right.
And Yahweh Shai said that among those born of women that no one had risen greater than John the Baptist.
That's right.
So he didn't have material wealth, but he had a good name.
That's right.
And he was chosen to begin, to lead the path that Yahweh Shai was going to come.
That's right. And see, that's what ultimately. That's what that's what uphold. That's what's going. Like I said, that's what the Lord is looking at. That's what the Lord is considering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't looking at individuals' outward appearance. He ain't looking about what an individual may have, or how the postures, or how somebody look on the outside.
Yeah.
The Most High is looking at the inward man.
Yeah.
That's what the Most High is looking at. The Lord doesn't care about how rah-rah you are. The Lord don't give a shit about how many muscles you got on the exterior. The Lord is about the interior before the exterior. Because your interior, is going to manifest on the outward.
It can't. Hey, bro, and verse 4 it says, by humility and fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai are riches and honor in life.
Yep.
So, hey, if you're humble, if you're a good bro, if you're a good brother, you're always there for your brothers. You give rather than receive. You walk uprightly. You fear the Most High. Hey, that gives you honor, man.
That's right.
Okay, because there's people that have material wealth, that have fame, that have status, but they're not humble. They're proud. They're cheaters. They're liars, and people don't respect them.
Nope.
They get no kind of people don't really love them. People just are around because they got money or whatnot.
Right. Right.
They don't have no character.
Right. Like you have certain people, they make statements like, like you have somebody that's very famous, right? And they die, and people go to their funeral and they have nothing good to say about that person at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, among the brotherhood, can brothers say good things about you? I know, the apostle, put a decree out for brothers to do 3 videos a week. But, that's all brothers can say about, he does his 3 videos a week and nothing else. Brothers should be able to say good things about this brother. He's reliable. This brother's responsible. This brother came and picked me up 3 in the morning when I was stranded. When, I didn't have, nothing to eat. This brother, you came through for me, brother. Hooked me up with some food, you know, things like that. Oh, this brother stayed up late with me and helped me study. You know, sacrificing your time, sacrificing, you know, certain things in the greater good for the overall for the body. You know, those type of things. And those things, those are things that the Lord is really considering, looking at. He ain't just looking at the videos, because anybody can do a video. You can do a video and be wicked as hell. You know, as soon as the video off, you going to do some wickedness. You know, the Lord is looking at our character.
I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 13:1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
Right. So that's what, you know, if you ain't got no charity, you know, you got all these, you know, you can go into this breakdown, that breakdown, you can go to all this knowledge, this history, and all these different things. But if you ain't got charity, you know, you don't help your brother out, you know, you don't never, you know, show support for your brother, or, you know, you have no kind of works, you know, deeds within the brotherhood. I mean, everything that you're doing is in vain. You know, you basically, like I said, you're sounding brass. You talking, but you're not saying nothing.
You going, bro?
I'm gonna go down to 4. It says, this verse 4. Charity.
No. I mean, like, go from, keep going down all the way to 4.
Oh, so I'm gonna start over there. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing.
Yeah. So if you don't have those things, you nothing. That's Apostle Paul speaking. You know, hey, Apostle Paul was giving all these revelations, right? But what did the Lord do to Apostle Paul? He gave him an infirmity to keep him humble. Apostle Paul had an infirmity that he prayed thrice for it to go away. It didn't go away. You know, that was to keep him humble. But then you had Peter, the head disciple. He was the head of the church. Peter didn't get as many revelations as Apostle Paul. But guess what? Peter's still the head. You see? And Peter, and you know, Peter, we know who Peter is in the reincarnation. That's King David. Peter, it's the same spirit, but Apostle Peter, he was the head of the church. So just because he didn't have all those revelations that the Apostle Paul had doesn't mean the Lord changed the order. Because it ain't about that. It ain't about how much you know or what you how many scriptures you can quote or memorize. It's all about ultimately at the end of the day, you know, the Lord is all about the elect, but there's certain characteristics that the elect is gonna have.
Hey, bro, and you know how it says right here, you know, Apostle Paul saying whether he has, you know, even though he has the gift of prophecy and he understands all mystery and all knowledge,
right?
If you have charity, it says, I am nothing. Hey, because we've seen dudes, you know, that have been in the camps and have fallen out, who, you know, they're the precept man. Hey, brother, give me this, give me that, give me that. Yeah. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
But then you find out he's a fucking nigga, man.
Yeah.
You know, stealing, living off of brothers, you know, pimping women, taking from women, just low down, dirty pieces of shit. They didn't have charity, man. They didn't have a good name.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. They just they had a good memory.
Basically.
They memorized them scriptures, but when it comes down to character, when it comes down to them actually exhibiting, practicing what they preach, you know, it's basically like this. It's the same thing as a church. Jake, they go to church. Why do they go to church? To sing, dance, and feel good. And that's why a lot of Jakes treat this true. It's like church. To sing, dance, and feel good. Well, this ain't the Baptist church.
And what does Jake that go to churches do? They wicked
Yeah.
6 days a week, and then come Sunday they're
Yeah.
all holy.
Yeah, that's like the same thing with these dudes. When camp day come around, they holy as thou, but during the week they doing all kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's the same shit Jake do in the world in the churches.
Yeah.
Keep on,
bro.
Yeah.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
Right. Cause at the end of the day, with all our preaching, we have to have work actions behind it. The scriptures speak of, matter of fact, real quick, somebody get James chapter 1 verse 22.
Let me
Start at 20. Because
James,
ultimately our words gotta match our deeds.
let me get that. James 1 and verse.
Yeah, you start at 20.
1. So James 1 or James 2? Oh, James 2, right?
James, yeah, first chapter. Matter of fact, start at 22.
James 1 and 22 says, "But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves."
Right. Be doers of the word. Meaning you gotta do what these words say. It ain't just about reading them and saying them. Scriptures say, "Blessed is he that readeth," right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's more than just reading it. You have to do it. Because it's gonna explain. Go ahead.
It says, "For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was."
You that same old dude.
Yeah.
Basically. It's like, if you watching the video on something, like let's say, you playing basketball and you watching the basketball video instructions teaching you how to dribble, teaching you how to shoot, teaching you, footwork, teaching you basically fundamentals. And you watching those tapes, but you're not practicing what you're watching on those tapes. You basically just, you just watching it just to be watching it. You know what I'm saying? You're really not taking in what you're looking at. Well, it's the same thing with this truth. It's like you learning these scriptures, you're reading the commandments on how to conduct yourself. You're reading the commandments on how you're supposed to treat your neighbor, and so on and so forth. Dietary laws, certain, you read these things in order to apply them, because these scriptures are instructions.
Yeah.
And righteousness. We're not just reading it just to be reading it. We're reading it to apply it.
Hey, bro, reading for the sake of reading, it doesn't profit you.
Right.
You're supposed to apply it.
Right.
That's right. Hey, that's wisdom. Knowledge is knowing things, but wisdom is applied knowledge.
Yeah.
Yep,
that's right.
It's verse 25. It says, But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed.
Right. So if you're not that forgetful hearer, but you're a doer, you're going to be blessed.
Yeah.
Because what does it say in Matthew the 24th chapter? Blessed is he when the Lord shall return shall find him doing himself doing what? Doing the work.
That's right.
Yep.
Being in that holy conversation, because at the end of the day, hey, like the scripture say, we all here to work our own salvation, right? But even though we're working our own salvation, the Lord got us in the brotherhood, but it's a certain way that we got to walk within the brotherhood, especially now, in these coming times, because Esau is getting ready to come down hard, man. Ain't gonna be no more games. Ain't gonna be no more time to play around and BS around. This is it. We almost at the, we at the door.
That was it on there. I think the brother wants to go back to that 13.
I'm gonna finish it off.
Yeah, get the fourth.
This is 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up.
Right. And that's the truth, man. Because if you do something, if you give your time, whether it be your time, money, whatever it may be, that charity doesn't brag. You know, charity, you ain't gonna give a brother, a dub and be like, hey, I gave that brother that dub. The Most High sees that,
Yeah.
Because some dudes do things, for the eyes of men. That's why Yahweh Shai said that in Matthew 6, man. Don't, like when he said do the Father's prayer, don't do like the heathen. Because they want to be seen of men. They got all these things that they do to be seen of men. He said, do that in secret. Mm-hmm. That your Father reward you openly. Go on.
That was it on that one. Okay, I had another one real quick, making a point. Hey, because when you do good unto the brotherhood, the Most High sees it, and then I'm gonna get right now the parable. Yahweh Shai said, if you do good unto your brother, it's like doing good unto him.
That's right.
All right, so I'm gonna just get to the script. It's Matthew 25 and 34. It says, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Mm-hmm. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. Mm-hmm. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Yep. Naked, and ye clothed me. Right. I was sick, and ye visited me. Right. I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
Right. Now, can brother, that's the thing we want to ask ourselves. Can brothers say that about us? Can brothers say say that when they were hungered that we fed them? When they were sick we came and visited them, These are things that we need to really focus on, as far as, being in this truth. Because, as you come into this truth, the end, we all hasten to the day, but within the hasten of the day, there's certain things that we have to do. There's certain things that have to be done, because Yahweh Shai ain't here yet, and we still here. So we gotta make sure we on point. We gotta make sure, we're not out here being just unruly, walking around unruly, out here just out here just wilding out, It's a certain way, we gotta be. Now does that mean we're gonna be perfect? No. It just means, there's a certain standard, We can't just be out here willy-nilly just doing simple shit, man. Especially, like I said, you can't stress this enough. The times that we in, we gotta be spiritual, man. Go on.
It says, again, Matthew 25 and 37. It says, then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? Right. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Right. So you done this to the brethren, you have done it unto Yahweh Shai. You see? And see, those are the individuals that Yahweh Shai is going to crown. Yahweh Shai ain't going to crown dudes, that want to be, that like Suge Knight said, all in the video, all on the records, that want to be that dude, The Lord ain't looking for dudes like that. The Lord don't care about how mighty you are, or how eloquent you are, or how, whatever. How many riches you have, how strong you are. The Lord don't care about none of that. That doesn't mean anything.
Hey, bro, like the apostles just brought out, on a Saturday street teaching, they brought out the account of David.
Right.
When when the priest when Samuel went to go search out the king,
Right.
and he saw David's brothers, and he's like, oh, this must be him.
Right.
David had brothers that was that was strong, that was older, that had maybe like a royal look,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, no, it's not them, it's him.
Yeah.
And he said, because he don't look like man looketh,
Right.
He sees the inward.
That's right.
So like the brother said, there's dudes that put themselves on a level or on a pedestal, and I'm that guy, and I know this and I know that. The Most High don't care about that.
Yeah.
The Most High cares about whether you're sincere and you fear and you have faith, man.
That's right. That's right.
And a man that's sincere and a man that's has faith, that he's gonna walk in a way to try to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all the time.
Right. That's that good name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just like with anything. You see, like, for example, you see an old device, you'll look at it, that thing look old, but, the devices they made back then lasted longer, and they're more dependable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at that old broom, even though it's old, that old broom can, clean up better. It's cause the broom kind of curves so you can hit the corners better. It's trustworthy. It ain't gonna flake on you. It's that old faithful broom.
More reliable.
Yep. Through time, hey, it's like a dog. You had a dog. I have a dog. Through time you build a bond with that dog. It's the same thing with the Most High. You come into this truth. You serve the Lord year in, year out. You build up your good name, the Lord. You build that rapport with the Lord.
Yeah.
Hey,
it says more. It says, then shall he also say unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, unto everlasting fire. Prepare for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat.
Yeah.
I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink.
Mm-hmm.
I was a stranger, and you took me not in. Naked, and you clothed me not. Sick and in prison, and you visited me not.
Right. So we don't want those things to be said about us.
That's a bad name.
Yeah, that's a bad name. That's not a good report.
God.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no kind of charity, but you was lighting it up though.
Yeah.
Like Yohana used to have these things. General Yohana burns up this town. Yeah. General Yohana blows up this, blows up that.
God.
But where's Yohana? Where's Yohana during this whole time? You don't see him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dudes that's in that particular camp, they probably don't know who the hell that is. He's supposed to be ahead of that camp.
Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And ye shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal.
We the body of Yahweh. Every brother that's sincere, that's sincerely serving the Lord, that's a member of the body of Yahweh. So how you treat the body, how you treat the brothers, is how you treat Yahweh, because we're all a representation of Yahweh. You see, that's why we're to walk in a certain way.
Yeah.
Because what did Yahweh say? He said, by this you shall, so the world know that you are my disciples, the love that you have for one another.
I got that precept right
here. Go ahead.
This is John 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
And what is love? The love is the keeping of the commandment.
Yeah.
Right? If you love your neighbor, you're not going to steal from your neighbor.
Yeah.
If you love your neighbor, which is your brother, if you love your brother, you're not going to lie to your brother. You're not going to defraud your brother. All right? You're not going to lead your brother down the wrong way. You're going to correct your brother if he's going off. You're gonna admonish your brother when he needs to be admonished.
Hey, bro, real quick,
Yeah.
when they asked Yahushua what was the greatest commandment, he said to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul.
Yep.
And he said in the second that it's like unto the first. He said to love your neighbor as thyself, man.
Right. And he said those two hangeth all the law.
Yeah.
So pretty those two in the nutshell, it sums up the whole entire law.
And if you do those two, you have a good name.
Yep. That's right. You have a good name before the Lord in the body. You see, and that's what it's all about. And see, that's why we in captivity in the first place. Because what did Israel do? Israel started going off. Now the Lord set it up for Israel to be the righteous people. For them to have that good name. What did Israel do? Israel started worshiping other gods. They started doing what the hell they wanted to do instead of doing what the Lord told them to do. And what did the Lord do? He punished them.
Hey, bro, in Israel, speaking as a whole, instead of having that good name, where we become a byword and a proverb.
Yep.
We have a bad name right now.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Our name, we're like you just said, we're mockery.
Yeah.
We're lavish stock on the planet Earth now because we didn't want to listen to the Heavenly Father.
God.
But now, the Lord He's waking us up to this to come back into this understanding. So now the Lord is raising us back up. And so now we gotta exhibit those things that our foreparents, forsook. We gotta, we can't be in that same mindset as our foreparents forsaking the ways of the Lord. We gotta embrace the ways of the Lord. We gotta cleave unto the word. Like it says in Isaiah, cleave unto the house of Jacob.
A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
Right. That's how the world people gonna see that you're a man of the Lord. How you to see that you're a disciple of Yahushua. The love that you have for your brother, the love that you have for your fellow Israelites, the ones that's in their right mind. Now we ain't talking about the 2/3, because 2/3 of our people they heathens, they outside right now. They're profane, because 2/3 of our people, they totally contrary to the Most High right now, But I'm talking about as far as the brothers that's in this truth, the brotherhood. We supposed to have that true love for each other. As far as keeping the commandments, treating your brother the way you want to be treated.
I got one. How you said that, like our foreparents, they put off the word and the law of Yabashim outside. That's why we're in the state that we're in,
Yep.
And now, the Most High has opened us up to our eyes to who we are, and we're starting to follow His word. We're doing His will, and that's giving us a good name. This is Baruch 4:1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." It says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated."
Right. Walk in his word. And how you walk in the word? By doing the word. Being a doer. Walking in the light doesn't mean you an Israelite. Because a lot of dudes know they Israelites. It's a lot of dudes that know they Israelites that's not out there on the highways and byways. They on the comment board. Just they on the comment board typing away, getting carpal tunnel, however you say that shit.
Carpal tunnel.
Getting wrists all stiff. But they won't go out there on the highways and byways though. That's another thing. That's another way of building a good name. Going out there teaching the word. You know what I'm saying? Going out there professing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's how you build a good name as well. especially with the Lord.
It says, "Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation." It says, "O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushai are made known unto us."
Right, where is pleasing to the Lord? Obedience. That's how we make the Lord happy, through obedience. That's how we please the Most High, by obedience. And it says, happy are we, because the Lord made known unto us what pleases him. So in that we should rejoice. Us brothers in this truth. Hey, the Lord is making known. He uses his men to wake us up, through this word. And he's making known unto us what is pleasing unto him.
God.
So that alone, we should be grateful for that.
God. And we should do it.
And we should do it.
Exactly. We know it pleases the Most High for us to, be charitable, to love one another.
Yep.
Okay, to walk uprightly, to put off all that old nature.
Yep.
To be a new creature.
Right.
We know that these things please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so we got to be doing them.
Right.
All right.
Right. It's like, how can you do a video with a brother, and afterwards the brother, the brother ain't ate, and you eating it, and the brother ain't eating, and you just did a video with this man. How could you do that? How could you go out there on the highways and byways and hold camp with a brother, and the brother he may not be doing so good, but you're not looking out for him.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It ain't about just going out there. You putting on the show, but then, when it's time to be an Israelite, then all the cameras ain't on. The cameras is off. All of a sudden, Israel, the Israelite thing go off.
Yeah.
Like it's an old sitcom. They go backstage.
They break character.
They break character. They take off the costume, and they go home and they do whatever the fuck they do. This thing is really, really this thing, the Lord is showing the Lord shows the difference between somebody that's sincere and somebody that's just plain phony.
Yeah. And
that's what the Lord's going to do in these last days. He's going to separate the real from the phony. And he's clearly doing that with certain dudes out there.
I got a piece
of
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 17:10.
Oh, so like it, but let me get to it real quick. All right, go ahead.
I, Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
Right. So the Most High tried the hearts. The Most High know if you sincere or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing, man, about this truth. That's what's beautiful about this truth, man. You can't fool the Lord. You can fool man, Just like in the old ancient world, that's what they would do. They put the makeup on. They put these different things on to fool the public, to fool the people. They do that all the time with the movies. You see Esau use these special effects. They use all these things in a movie. You damn near think the person you see on the TV screen is that person. But really, it's all a show. At the end of the day, it's all a show. That's all it is. But in its truth, the Most High knows who you are. He knows your intent. He knows where your mind is at. He knows why what your motivations are. You're not fooling the Lord. If so, if it's dudes out there that's agents for Esau, or they just a bug out, or they just doing their own thing. The Lord knows. The Lord's gonna get rid of those individuals. But the brothers that's sincere, that's really, seeking the Lord out of a pure heart, really trying to do the right thing to the best of their ability, the Lord sees those brothers as well. And those brothers the Lord is gonna have mercy on. And we hope to be those men.
That was it on that, right, bro? I got one. This is Sirach 23 and 19. It says, "Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not the eyes of the Lord, are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Right. Like I was saying, you know, like when you watch certain shows, you know, people can get into character. You know, you watch these certain TV shows, you see these actors, they put on this show, but that's not who they really are. You know, so it's the same thing with the truth. You know, you can go out there, you can, you know, you can speak with your chest out. You know, talk like you a tough guy, or be on some rah stuff. But then when the camera's off, it's a 180. You're not really that guy. You know what I'm saying? But see, and that's the thing we don't want to be. We don't want to be phony about this. We want to be sincere. You know, and when we out there speaking, we want the things that we speak. We want that to actually be the things that we do. You know, you don't want to speak and you're not doing it. All right.
Actually, I'm going to start a verse up. Sirach 23:18. It says, a man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me.
Right. And people think, and that's what a lot of people do, wickedness at night. You know, a lot of women out there, they do wickedness in the dark. You know, committing adultery, doing these different things. And they think, no, just because they doing it in the secret, they doing it behind closed doors, they think they getting away with it. Just like Esau. Esau think he getting away with all his wickedness that he's doing behind closed doors. All these elites doing their little wicked plans, these wicked imaginations that they, you know, they had these secret meetings and, you know, they come together with these wicked imaginations. The Most High see all that.
Yep.
You ain't hiding nothing from the Most High. You can't hide from the Lord.
God.
Go on.
It says, and nobody seeth me. What need I fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Lord looking dead at your ass. Like, nigga, I see you. You know, Lord got, like you said, his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. You got the light beaming on your ass. Yeah. See everything that you doing. And you just don't know. The Lord just sitting there looking at your ass, man. The whole time. Go on.
Beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
Woo. So think he watching us, the Most High watching you.
Yeah.
You said the Lord, Esau, where you think Esau got that surveillance from? He trying to be the Most High. The Most High got this whole earth surveillance.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere you can go on this in this earth that the Most High can't find you.
Hey, bro, you know how they got that thing from 1984, Big Brother is watching you?
Yeah.
Hey, well, our Big Brother is watching you, man.
Yeah.
And our Father's watching you, too.
The Most High, The Heavenly Father and Yahweh, the angels is watching everything that's going down.
God.
They know everything in the universe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they don't know what's going on this planet called Earth? Man, come on, man. Get out of here.
God.
Go on.
That was it. Now, Abel, real quick. And so the Most High's watching Esau, you know, and all the wickedness that he's doing and devising. And the Most High's also watching, you know, brothers that are not sincere.
Yeah.
You know, brothers that don't have faith. Brothers that are not carrying themselves according to the Most High's law, man, and His word.
Yep.
You know?
He's watching Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because in Amos 9:8, it speaks about that wicked, the eyes are lower upon the wicked and sinful kingdom. That's also applying to Israel, man. Because you got Israelites out there, you know, Israel to this day is wicked as hell. You know? Like I say, like Wilder, to this day, you know, you know, Jake, you know, a lot of people they wicked to this day. So the Lord got His eyes. He ain't just got His eyes on Esau and these other nations. He got His eyes on His people as well.
I got a piece up.
Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 23:24. Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? saith Yahweh.
Right.
Do not I feel heaven and earth, saith Yahweh.
Ooh, man. See, that's a reason. That's why we gotta walk uprightly to the best of our ability, because the Lord is watching, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't be, going out there on the highways and byways proclaiming the word of the Most High, but then, our actions is opposite. It's basically you disrespecting the Lord, man. You professing His word, but but when it comes to who you are as a person, who you truly are, you're not really about it with your actions, the things that you do. You do a complete 180. You basically just talking the scripture, but you're not walking the scripture. That was it on that?
God, that was it on there.
Yeah, we get a few more and then we close it out.
So long, bro. I just have one right now. Give me one second.
I got one.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Right. See, so that's why we gotta have a pattern of good works. To the best of our ability. Like I said, we ain't perfect, but the things, there's certain, it's like I said, it's a standard, and how we conduct ourselves. And, to know that everything that we doing is being recorded. Ain't nothing, like it said, there's nothing done in secret that won't be manifested. So wherever you doing, when the cameras ain't on you, when you're not doing your videos, your sit downs or whatever, and you're not around brethren, who are you? What kind of man are you? Go on.
That's it. I got another one.
I got one real quick. You want to get, go ahead, get yours, Kasadi, real quick?
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead,
Go ahead, bro.
This is Luke 6:45. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For the abundance of the heart, his mouth speaketh.
That's right. So it says a good man can bring forth good fruit. That's like it made me think of that where it says a good tree bringing forth good fruit.
That's right above it.
Yep. It's the same, concept, So if you that good tree, everything that you're gonna do is gonna bring forth good fruit.
Able start at that 43, bro.
Yeah.
This is Luke 6:43. For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit, neither doth a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Right. So that good tree is gonna bring forth good fruit. I mean, those you're gonna sow righteousness.
Yeah.
You come into this truth and you do what the commandments say, you do what the Lord says, that's you having good fruit.
Yeah.
Your works. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will give you that spirit to where, He's gonna increase you in His word. You got certain brothers that went out there on their own and and that was a test for them. And as the Lord, as those brothers that went through those tests, they grew in the spirit. And what happened? The Lord sent them fruit.
Keep going.
Go on.
For every tree is known by his own fruit. For of thorns men do not gather figs, nor of a bramble bush gather they grapes. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh.
Right. So the point is, you want to be that good tree. You want to have good qualities about yourself. That's what's going to lead to you bearing good fruit. That's what's going to lead to, like I said, can brothers say good things about you?
Yeah.
What is your report among the brothers? What are your works looking like among the brotherhood, in the midst of the brotherhood.
Hey, bro, if you have good fruits, you know, they can't be denied. You know,
Right.
They're made manifest, man. Everybody can see them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's right.
so if a man has a good report because, you know, you see his growth, you see his works,
Yep.
you see his how he's walking in his truth,
Yeah.
and you know it's good. You know,
His charity.
his charity, his you know, loving and helping the brotherhood.
Yeah.
He receives a good name and a good report because of his actions.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
got one.
Yeah, we close
Close it out on this one.
Yep.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes 12:13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for that is the whole duty of man.
Mm-hmm.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil."
Right. And we want our works to be good.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. You see? Because it says that's the conclusion.
Yeah.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. Right? For that's the whole duty of man. See, that's how you build a good name. First, it starts with fear, because it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Okay.
So you have to fear. You know, like I said, fear ain't always a bad thing. You know, it has to be the right kind of fear, though.
Yeah.
Not the fear for the eyes of men, but the fear of the Lord.
Okay.
You know, that's a motivator to do the right thing, because you fear the Most High.
Uh-huh.
That's how you build a good name too.
Yeah.
That's where it starts, with fearing the Lord.
Okay.
If you fear the Lord, you know you're not gonna commit adultery with this man's wife. If you fear the Lord, you know you're not gonna rob from that man, because the Lord will destroy you. You see, these are the things that you know we gotta keep in mind, especially brothers that's coming into the truth now. You know we in the social media age, so brothers gotta be very, very careful. And I mean, really, you know, personally, you know, brother like myself, I don't be on there like that. But if brothers is on these sites, you gotta be careful in what you posting and what you saying on these boards. Really, you shouldn't be saying nothing on them boards if you ain't putting no scriptures, or you know you're not doing your lessons on YouTube. Because you know the apostles put out an order for brothers not to, you know, be posting on Facebook and all these different, you know, social media sites. But anyway, the point is to have the thing we gotta focus on is our character, how we conduct ourselves in these latter days, because ultimately that's what the Lord is looking at. He's not looking at how great of a speaker you are and how many scriptures you can memorize. Or the Lord is looking at how you conduct yourself in these last days. All right.
Okay.
So that was it.
Okay.
So with that, we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this was edifying to you brothers, man. Brothers, stay strong, man. We almost out of here, man. We just gotta keep pushing. You know, keep motivating each other, keep exhorting each other, keep admonishing each other when necessary, rebuking each other to keep this thing tight, man. So so Lord willing, the Lord return soon. Lord willing, 2020 be the year, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Start off with a bang, we get the hell up out of here. But until then, with that, we're going to say stay strong, brothers, all right? So with that, we're going to give all glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, and that was a great millstone. Honors and salutations to all who elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And when they say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Michael.